Alright, guys, so I watched Deadpool and Wolverine last night. This is my review. Um, I just woke up, so I apologize if I sounds slurry or whatever. If you like what you see, hit the follow button or subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, go down to the description below and follow me on all my social media links. Um, like I said, like, share, favorite, comment, and there are going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, favorite this and come back later. In 2018, Wade Wilson of Timeline Earth 10005 travels to Earth 616, the Sacred Timeline, where he meets Happy Hogan and requests to join the Avengers, but he is refused. 6 years later, Wilson has retired from being the masked mercenary known as Deadpool and begins to work as a used car salesman after breaking up with his girlfriend Vanessa. During his birthday party, the TVA captures Wilson and brings him to Mr. Paradox, who offers him a place on Earth 616. However, Paradox also reveals that Wilson's timeline is deteriorating as a result of the passing of James Logan Howlett, who is revealed to be the timeline's anchor being, and reveals and so Wilson steals Paradox tent pad, and he's going to find a Wolverine that can save his timeline. After encountering various Logan variants, including a comic-accurate short Wolverine played by Hugh Jackman, Patch played by Hugh Jackman, a glam rock Wolverine played by Hugh Jackman, yellow and brown suit Wolverine played by Hugh Jackman, and a Henry Cavill Wolverine variant, Wilson takes one back to the TVA, where he learns that his particular Logan destroyed his universe before Paradox prunes them both into the void. Wilson and Logan fight before they and Johnny Storm, played by Chris Evans, are captured and sent to Cassandra Nova, whom Logan identifies as the twin sister of the X-Men leader Charles Xavier. Upon arriving at Nova's lair, she demonstrates her powers to manipulate people's minds and explains her agreement with the TVA to stay in the void as a gang leader. She then takes out Storm and tries to puzzle Wilson with the feeling of needing to be needed before a lie appears. They eventually escape, but following their escape, Logan and Wilson meets Nice Pool, played by Ryan Reynolds, who gives them a car so that they can travel to the Void's borderlands to join the resistance against Nova and her forces, but Logan chastises Wilson for hiding the fact that he's unable to fix Logan's timeline. Arriving at the borderlands, Wilson and Logan meet the resistance members Electra Nachios, played by Jennifer Gardner, Blade, played by not Mahershala Ali, sorry, but Wesley Snipes, Gambit, played by Channing Tatum, and X-23, played by Daphne Keane. Nicknamed the Others by Wilson. The Others want to team up with Wilson and Logan to fight Nova, but Logan refuses to cooperate. However, he eventually has a conversation with Laura about... So basically the whole gang, including Wolverine, who decides to finally tag along, confronts Nova, who has Logan mentally incapacitated, but after a big fight, they take Juggernaut's helmet and places it on her head to block her powers. Pyro, let's say, attacks Nova and reveals himself as Paradox's sleeper agent assigned to take her out. Logan persuades Wilson to remove the helmet to allow Nova to heal. In exchange, Nova uses a sling ring powered by the Time and Reality Stone from a Doctor Strange variant to open a portal for the duo to travel to Wilson's timeline. Upon arriving on Earth 10005, Wilson and Logan find that Paradox is using the Time Ripper, a device Paradox developed to take out timelines, which is basically used to take out timelines, and he wants to use it on Wilson's timeline. So Cassandra Nova shows up through a sling ring portal, and she takes control of Mr. Paradox's mind, and Pyro shows up, and she takes out Pyro as she arrives through another portal and kidnaps Paradox. Wilson and Logan battle the Deadpool Corps, a army of Deadpool variants, including Baby Pool and Kid Pool, which are actually played by Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's kids. Blake Lively voices Lady Deadpool, and Matthew McConaughey voices Cowboy Deadpool. We didn't see their faces, but we just heard their voices. Yeah, before Nova takes control of the Time Ripper to destroy all timelines as revenge for Paradox's betrayal. Paradox tells Wilson and Logan that one can disrupt the power flow of the Time Ripper at the cost of their lives. Using their bodies as conductors, Wilson and Logan take out Nova and destroy the Time Ripper, while Hunter B-15 arrests Paradox. The others are returned to their respective timeline upon Wilson's request, while Logan is permitted to stay in Wilson's timeline, which, by the way, no longer deteriorates. Logan hopes for a change in his past, but Hunter B-15 tells him that his past is what makes him the anchor needed to save Wilson's timeline, and there is no reason for further change. Logan chooses to retire and live a peaceful life before his departure. Wilson takes Logan and Laura to meet his friends. Encouraged by Logan, Wilson reconciles with Vanessa. And then there's a post-credit scene. It isn't like a serious post-credit scene, but still stay for it. It's pretty funny. It's basically ties into Chris Evans, Johnny Storm's, how they take him out in the movie. Basically, Deadpool, at the beginning, he sits there and says, he said all this like bad stuff about you, and starts saying a bunch of stuff that we didn't hear him say necessarily, but in the post-credit scene, Deadpool catches it on tape in TV from a TVA monitor of him saying all the stuff that he said, if that makes any sense. But it was funny. It was great. So we're gonna run through this cameos real quick, just to make sure I didn't forget any. So I'm pretty sure if you're watching this right now, you either don't care for spoilers or you've already seen the movie. So we get Jon Favreau as Happy Hogan, Chris Hemsworth as Thor via archival footage, the back of the Hulk's head, Henry Cavill as a Wolverine variant, Tyler Mane as Sabretooth, and other X-Men baddies like Toad, Juggernaut. I think I even saw Azazel from First Class. There was a lot of people that I just couldn't point out or get or see from where I was sitting. It was, my theater was actually packed, surprisingly. So yeah, couldn't see every single person. Chris Evans as obviously Johnny Storm. For a second, it looked like he was going to be playing a Captain America variant because they had red on his arm. But once he took off his cloak and we saw the Fantastic Four logo, we were like, oh, yeah. Daphne Keane as X-23, Jennifer Gardner as Elektra, and they do reference Ben Affleck's Daredevil, Wesley Snipes as Blade, Channing Tatum as Gambit, and like I said, Wumi Masaku as Hunter B-15, Blake Lively as Lady Deadpool, Matthew McConaughey as Cowboy Deadpool. Their kids play Kidpool, voice Kidpool and Baby Deadpool respectively, and I believe that was Nathan Fillion who voiced Deadpool as well. And then there was a picture of Stan Lee seen on an advertisement on a side of a bus. So yeah, that's the cameos. Overall, Deadpool and Wolverine is probably one of my favorite movies this year. It was definitely worth the wait, and I do believe Deadpool and Wolverine could potentially bring Marvel back to where they need to be. It was such a great movie. I even bought a popcorn bucket. I usually don't do that, or like a specialty popcorn bucket. I don't usually do that for movies, but I did it for this movie because I was so hyped for it. It was such a good movie. It was definitely worth the wait. So yeah, if y'all have seen the movie, great. If you're still watching this and you don't care for spoilers, go check it out. Yeah. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.